Hey guys, and welcome to my video on choosing the best traits for the Goodfellas server. But before joining, it's best to unsubscribe from all your previous mods to avoid joining issues. Go to your project Zomboid game from the Steam library and press on the Workshop tab. Once over, go to your icon and underneath choose subscribed items. Once there, just press the unsubscribe from all. Once all the mods are downloaded, we can start building our awesome character. I'm gonna choose the community save zone as my spawn zone because it's the best place to go with all the traits that we're gonna be taking. I'm gonna start with the most expensive traits and work my way up all the way, choosing the traits that scale with infinite lifetime. Infinite lifetime is assuming your character will never die. So which trait would be useful and which not so much if you were to live indefinitely? Flat out plus one or two traits such as handy would be useless because you will hit level 10 eventually. But something like Terminator that gives you a 25% extra damage boost to the guns with double aiming speed, increased range, and decreased panic with guns is significantly more useful and will scale way better with infinite gameplay. With that in mind, traits like smoking, alcohol consumption, even drinking, eating, and sleeping now become tedious mechanics we have to perform indefinitely, so it's best to try and avoid them to maximize our gameplay. Starting with Terminator for its already mentioned merits, Indefatigable is the next invaluable trait that will save us in the long run. When you are reduced to 15% health or dragged down, you are healed and return to 100% health, knocking down all the zombies around you in the process. This trait has a 30-day in-game cooldown set by admins. Quick Worker is another trait which scales well with Infinity and deserves to be picked up. Reduced time actions on crafting, sawing logs, disassembling furniture will save you a lot of time and keep you focused on slaying Z's. Evasive is another S tier trait which gives you a 33% chance to negate the damage you get from an incoming bite. Avoiding bite damage when you already have been caught is another great way to keep yourself rolling. Up next is a personal preference of prowess guns, which allows us to considerably extend the life of our weapons and gives us the opportunity to not consume ammo when firing. This is extremely good, especially when using a shotgun. 4 free kills every few shots is a great long-term investment. Pack Mule offers us some free carrying capacity and therefore should be picked up on the build. The next trait, Battering Ram, is another one of those traits that will save you in the long run. When you sprint by holding Alt, Battering Ram allows you to knock zombies down when getting in contact with them, as long as your endurance allows it. Unwavering is a must trait as it helps us recover from attacks while increasing movement speed while injured. This is another super trait that helps us live longer and get out of bad situations. Organized like Pack Mule helps us increase our inventory capacities and therefore is a must in the build. Low thirst helps make our character able to survive without water for extremely long periods of time and proportionally extends the longevity of water we have on us, helping keep our character's weight lower and carry more loot. Keen Hearing is going to increase the radius you can hear around yourself, which will save you on more than one occasion. Fast Learner will help you level faster and can be replaced with a different trait when min-maxing if you are using a journal. Fast Healer is another great trait, especially when paired with Thin Skinned, as it allows you to heal the scratches you get before the bandage loses its sterilization. Eagle Vision increases player vision range and should be taken unless you have evolving traits and can earn it. Martial Artist is an amazing trait that turns your regular pushes into short, blunt scaling attacks, allowing you to kill zombies with your pushes and level your short blunt just by shoving zombies. Expert Driver is going to be a must in your infinite zombie slaying journey. The amount of time spent traveling in cars is endless, plus the advantage you get from it in a PvP situation is going to be invaluable. Well Fitted is a great pick for keeping your overall weight down. Thick-Blooded is a must in pair with Thin-Skinned and Fast Healer in order to neutralize its negative effects. Plus, the bleed slowdown from the trait allows you to treat neck injuries with much more ease. I like to take Lucky in order to get better drops during the pager missions. Light Eater in pair with Low Thirst allows you to keep your character playing for longer, allowing you to find the food you need in the process. Brave is a great pick in order to keep your character without any negative debuffs during fighting. Quick Rest is helpful, especially during low levels when you are trying to level up your fitness and strength using the treadmill. Blissful is another great trait to pick up in order to keep those negative buffs down. Outdoorsman trait allows you not to be affected by harsh weather conditions, which means no amount of bad weather can stop you from completing your zombie missions. Leadfoot is a great complement to Martial Artist, allowing you to be a universal soldier even without weapons. Dexterous allows us to transfer things faster, which in the long term will save us a lot of time. Cat eyes is also great as it helps you when there's a low light environment. Speed Demon just helps out our expert driver scale better, so it's also added to the final build. And now let's get 125 negative traits in order to compensate for all these skills. Burnward Patient, Weak, Very Underweight, and Unfit are great traits since we can level out of them. During a spawn at the community center, we can start leveling our meditation and first aid. As we get well enough to run with about 5 levels of experience earned in first aid and meditation, we can start using the treadmill and leveling the fitness and strength. Immunocompromise is great to take because you don't have to worry about it if you don't get bit, but if you do get bit, we do have ampules on the server to help cure from zombification. Thin-skinned is easily countered with fast healer and thick-blooded, and it does not affect bullet damage, so in PvP it's irrelevant. Couch Potato, with its boost to TV shows and staying indoors longer, seems more like a positive trait than a negative one, and I like to pick this one up. Broke Leg is going to add to our burnward injuries and won't matter at the start. Deprived also has very little effect on the character with this start. Fear of Blood essentially only prevents us to treat other people and is not an issue in the long run. Prone to illness can be completely bypassed if you tend to your character's discomforts and use an ampule if you do get bit. Pacifist doesn't seem to have any major impacts on the weapons. Injured is again just adding icing to the burnward situation, so we pick it up for 3 points. Conspicuous is something that can be bypassed and shouldn't have a negative influence on the gameplay. Ascetic just lets you enjoy worse food more, so it's an easy pickup for 3 points. Weak stomach gives a higher chance for food illness, which can be avoided by sticking to canned food. Bad teeth will only trigger when overeating, and stacked with light eater trait, this trait too can be avoided. Slow reader is 3 points because reading is fast on this server. And clumsy just stacks with your conspicuous and allows you to clean up more alert zombies around you. Don't forget to save your build before proceeding. That should do for a really solid starting build if you have a safe place to spawn. Check out our server and Discord info in the comments if you want to support us, and thanks for watching.